Welcome back, my dear students. As we are studying the measurement of the pressure, in that we have already studied mechanical equipments to measure the pressure, and we have studied the piezometer also. So now U-tube manometer, it is very widely used in almost all in laboratories, in industries. We are using this U-tube manometer here now. So what is the U-tube manometer here now? For example, if this is the pipe here, yes, this is the pipe here. In this pipe, some certain pipe fluid is there. Pipe fluid means the fluid which is moving in a pipe. So that fluid having a density, just I will call here now, that the density of that fluid here, I will call here now rho P. Rho P means it is the density of the pipe fluid, what I will call here now. So next, what I will do, I will connect one U-tube manometer to this here. So here that U-tube manometer I will connect here. Just you see here. See, this is a U-tube manometer. It is a transparent glass that it is U shape. That's why it is called as a U-tube manometer here now. But whereas in piezometer, the pipe fluid itself, it will move in a U-tube here. In case of the piezometer, it is a right angle, not U shape. This one, but it is a U shape. But in this U shape, that in this tube, the under one fluid is used. That fluid is called as the manometric fluid here now. For example, so we can use the mercury Hg if we can use here now. In the pipe, it is a water is flowing, then we are using the Hg or a mercury as a manometric fluid here now. So now how this the manometric fluid it is there here now. So manometric fluid somewhere it is there like this here. So it is there here. This is the manometric fluid, how it is there here now, right? So this is the manometric fluid level. These are the two levels. After that equilibrium condition, we are getting that is a manometric fluid. This is the manometric fluid here now. Manometric fluid here. Manometric fluid. Just for example, it is Hg or a mercury is the manometric fluid. Once left limb, that means left side of this U-tube, it is connected to the pipe. Right side of this tube, it is open to the atmosphere. See here. Here it is the atmosphere is there. It is open to the atmosphere here now. So when the fluid is flowing in a pipe, what happens here now? This pipe fluid will comes here. Pipe fluid will comes. It will apply certain pressure force on this mercury here. Then next one is the right limb. That mercury level will be increases. It will go up here now. It will go up here now. So and in a stable condition, these two will not be altered. These will be almost stable. At that condition, we have to measure the difference in the levels. How much it is there? That is difference in the level. This is the difference in the level here now. For example, this is the difference in the level. What we can take here now? Here I will take this is the X is the difference in the level here. X in the difference in the level. It is the X here now. So next, how to measure the pressure of at this point here now? A is the point. In a pipe fluid, we want to measure the pressure at a point A. Just you call it is a PA here now. Here it is a PA is there. This PA is how much we need to find here now. So next, we know the density of the mercury, that is a manometric fluid. Just I will take it is the density of this mercury is rho Hg here. Density of the manometric fluid here now. The density of the pipe fluid is rho P, as I have already told here now. And the next height of after that stable condition, difference between these two levels is X, and one side it is open here now. So next, how to find out this one now? By using that hydrostatic law here. So how to find out? The method is, which is a lower level is there in the U-tube, that lower level will be taken as a reference level first here. First thing. That means So this is taken as a reference level or a datum level here now. This is a datum level up to this one. Why it is datum level here now? See here, at this lower level, here that pressure is, pipe fluid is applying the pressure here, and up to this level the pipe is pressure applying at this level. It is in this direction here, it is in this direction. Here both the direction that the pressure is applying on this, both are in equilibrium condition. So therefore the down at the left limb the pressure force, right limb pressure force in the bottom line in this U tube are in equilibrium. They are nullified. They are nullified. That's why this up to this lower level we are taking this one as a reference line here now. So next one, how to find out the pressure? Next, after taking the datum line for the lower level here, then what I will do? So next one is what are the pressures are there in the left limb and right limb here now. First I will write for the left limb here now. What are in the left limb side? What are the pressure is there? One is the unknown pressure. At this point we need to find here now, that is a PA. Yes, PA. This is the unknown pressure. We need to find here now. Plus what? Plus here. What is the next one? That pressure is there. Here it is up to this point. From here it is a line here, central axis of this pipe here now. From the central axis of the pipe to here, this line, here it is a pipe fluid is there. So therefore, so how much pressure this pipe fluid will apply on this manometric fluid? That has to find. That has to find by the hydrostatic law. What is hydrostatic law here now? P is equal to rho G into H here. So what is rho here? The rho of this pipe fluid in this column, in the left column, in this column here, from this central axis of the pipe to this one, this lower level, the datum line. So the pipe fluid is there. The density of this pipe fluid is rho P here, right? Rho P into G, as it is we are writing, into G into H. H is this one, this height here now. This height it is there here now. This height should be given here. For example, this one I will take here now somewhere here because it is more convincible. This is X here. Up to this one is the level here now. So this height should be given. It is required here. So this height I will call it as a Y. Y is the height here now. So next here the height is here now Y. So now the pressure applied by the pipe fluid at the left limb here. So on this the mercury, that manometric fluid. So that is the rho GH. Rho is, it's a pipe fluid rho P, G and height is Y here now. So these are the two pressures at the left limb above the reference line here now. So this is equal to, it should be under equilibrium because it is under stable condition here now. So next at the right side, what is there here now? So at the right side, this one, only this height it is there here now. So what is this one now? This is a manometric fluid. Manometric fluid, it is having a density rho Hg here now. So therefore it is rho into rho Hg, density of the manometric fluid into the G into the height here. From the datum line, reference line, that height is X here now. So therefore this is X here. So now this PA is, if the PA is unknown here in the numericals, if the PA is unknown, all the other things will be given directly or indirectly here. The density of the manometric fluid, density of the pipe fluid here now, these are given maybe directly, maybe indirectly. Indirectly density means sometimes specific gravity will be given. So we need to multiply to that the density of the water here to get the density of the fluid here now. So G value is constant, we know that 9.81 meter per second square in SI, and Y and X may be directly given, may be indirectly given here now. So that has to substitute here, then we can find out the pressure at a point PA is how much in case of the numericals. Sometimes in some numericals, how they will ask here now, so they will give a PA, they will ask the value of Y or X, possible here now. So then in that cases, which is unknown is there, this equation, that balance equation has to write as it is, then we have to see which is unknown, keep as it is, then find out that unknown, how it will be find out here now. Some indirect way, direct way are available to find out that one. This is how to write the balance equation, equilibrium equation in case of the U-tube manometers. For the left limb, for the right limb, how to take the reference line here now for the lower levels here now. So that one same procedure has to apply for all the manometers here now. So the understanding of writing of this one is very important here. Now in this one variety of the pressures are there. Now whatever the pressure we are finding here now, this is the gauge pressure here. This is gauge pressure here. This is gauge pressure means atmospheric pressure itself, it is taken as a reference pressure here now. So now if they asked in the problem, find out that absolute pressure, find out the absolute pressure. Find out the absolute pressure means what? As we know that equation, absolute pressure PABS is equal to P of gauge pressure plus that what? P of atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure has to be added to that gauge pressure to get the absolute pressure. What has to take here now? Here this limb is open here now. This limb is open. The right limb, it is open to the atmosphere. If the atmospheric pressure, P atmospheric pressure, if it is given, then they are asked to find the absolute pressure. Then what has to do here now? As we have already found this gauge pressure PA. PA already we found. So absolute pressure, if you want to find out at point A here, absolute pressure, this is equal to PA is a gauge pressure here. Already what we found, plus what? Plus P atmospheric, means atmospheric pressure, how much it is there, that has to be added to the gauge pressure to find out the absolute pressure. Then this will be called as a absolute pressure measurement manometer here now. So why this atmospheric pressure is considered? So for the gauge pressure, so whatever that atmospheric air is applying the pressure on this the right level here, it is not considered, because atmospheric pressure itself, it is a reference level we have taken for the gauge pressure. But in case of the absolute pressure, so atmospheric air is also applying certain the pressure on the liquid. So therefore, the manometric liquid, so therefore we have to add the atmospheric pressure to the gauge pressure to find out the absolute pressure here. So next one, another one way of asking that here numericals are there here now. So one is, now at the right limb, it is a vertical here now. If the right limb is, for example, if the right limb is there, if it will make some certain angle from this reference, it will make some certain angle here now, like this. So it will make certain angle here. This is the axis here. So next one is to the horizontal. If it will make, it is a theta. So if it will make certain angle here, then up to this one is length is L. If is a L is given here now, then how? What is the changes will be takes place in this equation here now? Very small changes will be takes place here in this case, where the question of the right limb will comes here. What is this right limb? Some up to this one is a, that is a manometric, that fluid is there. Just you assume that it is a manometric fluid. Up to this point, it is a manometric fluid is there. It is a L here. Up to the height it is. It is a slanted height. Means it is inclined height here now. Angle with the horizontal is theta. So next, instead of writing x here, so x is when it is vertical. So now it is inclined. Means that everything is same. Everything is same. Only we need to write a vertical height here. This is a vertical height is what here now? L into sine theta here now. So therefore, now it will becomes L into sine of theta here now. So therefore it is rho hg into g into L into sine of theta at the right, that is at the right side here now. Then definitely this theta will be considered with the horizontal, L is considered. That type of that manometers are called as the inclined manometers. That are called as the inclined manometers here now. So this is how the variations are taking place in the U-tube that manometers here now. So next one, the manometers Now it is the manometer. It is for measuring the pressure of, that is a gauge pressure measurement here now. So in the vacuum means, that is vacuum pressure means that is a pressure less than the atmospheric pressure here now. In case of the vacuum, that pressure, that manometers, how they are there, because that pressure is, it is less than the atmospheric pressure here now. In case of the U-tube manometers here, so here what this one now, the level is above the datum line at the right limb here now, right limb, in case of the gauge pressure. But in case of the vacuum pressure, at the left limb it is a more level and right limb it is a very less level here, like this. Here, why? Because atmospheric pressure is more here now. Atmospheric pressure is more. Here it is a vacuum pressure. Vacuum pressure in the pipe here now. So therefore, this is the level what we can take here now. So this is called as the vacuum manometer here now. So now this is about the types of the manometers in U-tube. I will continue in the next video lecture. So again more information about this manometers. Thank you very much.